Kieran Anderson here, Group Publisher at Applied Radiology, and we're here live at RSNA, and I want to welcome David Chan, who is the Director of Product Line and Mobile Solutions at Carestream, to our booth. David, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us, Kieran.
Absolutely, and also Jorge Quant, who is the Global Marketing Director at Carestream. Thank you again for joining us today.
My pleasure, Kieran. Thanks for having us.
Wonderful, Jorge. So I'm really interested to kind of hear a little bit about what's new at Carestream. We're all here at RSNA, a lot of excitement going on out in the hallways here. And but let's start with maybe you just taking a moment to tell us a little bit about yourself, your role at Carestream, and really what you're most passionate about as it relates to moving the needle forward in healthcare today.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Well, I've been with Carestream for about 12 years. I'm based out of Mexico, maybe 13 now. It's hard to keep count. I'm passionate about the fact that we in healthcare get to help people, and we get to help make the world a safer and healthier place. And I think that having that purpose and having that contribution to the world is something that really drives me, and it helps us get up in the morning and it gets us through the tough times, because there are tough times at times, right?
This is so true.
But we all have the privilege of being a part of making the world a healthier place, and I think that's one thing that I'm very passionate about.
How about yourself, David? Tell us a little bit about your role at Carestream and what drives you.
So I'm the product line director for mobiles for Carestream. I've got Jorge beat with a number of years. I've been with the company for about 26 to 27 years now. So I doubled almost. So my background, when I first started, I'm a radiographer by training. So what drives me and what's important to me in this position is I get to now influence products that our end users will use and how the products could benefit them. Because I've used them, so I know where the pitfalls of some of the equipment is, so we can design our equipment for radiographers that actually use the equipment. So that's where it really drives me, is being able to help my industry to grow from that perspective.
Right. I think that's a great segue into your products, right? Because Carestream has been a leader for so many years in the digital radiography space, and so talk to me a little bit about what you're highlighting this year at the booth.
Well, we're very proud to be showing our full line of digital radiography products at the booth this year. And we're very, very excited about our new AI framework. Now, everyone's talking about AI, right? This is what we're here for. We have a new framework we call Carestream Intelligence. And that is a framework in which we are adding all of our AI-powered features to improve our contribution to healthcare. So that's what we're showing. We can go into more detail on the specific features, but they're all under our Carestream Intelligence framework, which we're showcasing this year at RSNA.
Right. Would you add anything to that, David?
Yeah, so again, what Jorge mentioned about some of the artificial intelligence capabilities, a lot of it has to do with what can we as a company add that would benefit the users. And benefit the users because we've seen AI being talked about the last few years. I think a couple years ago, everybody had AI in the booth, right? But everybody's thinking, how are you going to use AI? And everybody talks AI at a high level. So what we've done is taken a lot of the AI and practically, how could a radiographer or a user of our equipment, how can we benefit them utilizing AI? So I'll give you a couple of examples of that. So we've introduced a variety of different products into our portfolio that includes things like Smart Room, okay? And what that does is it does a lot of the automation of the repetitive tasks that a user has to do, and we automate that for them automatically. I'll give you an example of that is smart auto positioning. So if I'm setting up for a chest x-ray, the patient just stands up against the wall stand, and the machines will automatically identify the height of the patient and automatically move, so now it frees the radiographer to do other things. Nice. So that's just one example. And some things we're adding across the portfolio for our mobiles and also for our rooms is smart noise cancellation. So smart noise cancellation for the rooms is available now, but we are pending FDA approval for the mobiles. And what that allows the users to do is be able to take a radiograph, and our AI algorithm will analyze the image, identify the noise, and extract the noise from the image, now presenting the radiologists and the radiographers with a smoother image. Now, from that perspective, user has the ability to reduce the dose or continue what they have now, but get a much better image. So those are a couple of examples that we're introducing to improve the productivity for our customers.
That's fantastic. And I'm glad you both brought up AI, right? Because it is truly something everybody is talking about. And quite frankly, I think, today we have to look for ways to use AI, smart AI, right? So how are you embracing it? You mentioned Carestream Intelligence, and I think that's a really neat way of kind of tying in AI and Carestream. Tell us a little bit about that, how you're utilizing it, this advanced technology, in your products to enhance your products. And I'd also love to hear what your customers are saying. David, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So a new feature that we're introducing this year at RSNA, it's called Carestream Intelligence Fine Rotation. So, you don't always have the ability to put the body part in the orientation that the radiologist wants to see it, so anatomical. So we have the ability now with artificial intelligence to identify the bony landmarks in the body to automatically snap that image so it's actually anatomic. So the radiographer now does not have to finally rotate or change the image. The system automatically defines the orientation for you. So now what that does is it improves productivity, right? It's all about productivity and workflow with Carestream and artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that is truly the key. And I don't know if you have anything to add.
I think one key point for us is everything that we develop is really out there based on what we hear from our customers, right? We talk to our customers all the time. We try to understand the challenges that they have today, the challenges they anticipate they're going to have tomorrow, and build solutions to be able to alleviate some of the pain points that we keep hearing from our customers, right? So we're not in the business of developing AI solutions just for the sake of it. We want to develop things where we're leveraging AI and other technologies and some proprietary algorithms at times to alleviate real pain points that our customers are having. And I think we're all very much aware of what our customers are facing in terms of staffing shortages, right? We all know that their demand is outpacing capacity in the imaging space, and we need to come up with solutions that are going to create those efficiencies in the healthcare space, in the imaging space, and that's sort of the things that what Dave's talking about. Everyone wants to understand is AI going to replace radiologists? Is it detection? Is it decision support? We care about solving real problems that our customers are having today, and those problems are they have cost pressures, they have demand that's outpacing capacity, they have high turnover and staffing shortages, and what we're creating is ways in which we're improving their productivity, we're enhancing their workflow, we're enhancing also their ability to get ROI from their solutions by having better patient throughputs, and all along those solutions, also creating a better patient experience, which also is something that we care about. The less retakes, the less time you have a patient, sitting there waiting for a study to happen because there's a long queue.
Right.
The less painful a study is going to be for our patients. And I think when we think about AI, that's our focus. AI as a tool to create solutions to alleviate real problems that we hear from our customers every day. And I think we all hear those, unfortunately, but they're unfortunate, but it's true.
But it is true, yeah.
Like I said, it's the sheer amount of also, patients and also volume of patients and volume of images that a radiologist has to look at. If we can make it easier or make it easier for the radiologist to quickly identify the pathology on a radiograph, they can get through their day faster. Because ultimately, the radiologist wants to go home to have dinner with their family. So if we can help them do that, that's how we're going to achieve it.
That's fantastic. I mean, you're really making a difference, in their day-to-day lives at the end of the day here. That's what we're talking about. So as we wrap up here, I don't know if there's a question maybe that I missed, but is there anything that you would add? Any closing thoughts from you, David?
Yeah, so from my side, as far as, the product development side of things, one of the things we are trying to do is lessen our carbon footprint, around the world. We have manufacturing facilities in Rochester, New York. We have manufacturing facilities in other regions of the world. What we want to do and what we have done as we develop products is minimize our shipping materials within the crates, within the materials, how we package it. So we're minimizing packaging, therefore reducing weight, reducing carbon footprint, right? And we're prioritizing different modes of transportation over air because it makes a lot more sense to be able to ship more product. Maybe it's a little bit longer, but it's less of a carbon footprint. So we are prioritizing different ways of how we transport our products to our end users.
That makes sense, and certainly sustainability is on the top of mind for everybody these days. Yeah. Jorge, your thoughts? Any closing thoughts from yourself?
One of the things, if you look at our marketing materials, or if you stop by the booth, you're going to see all over the place the word care. It's in our name, but it's not only in our name. It's really in the inspiration of everything that we do. Right? We care about our customers and alleviating their pain points, but we also care about the environment, right? And things like what David was mentioning, but also leveraging technology to maintain that customer proximity and be able to continue to listen to our customers while reducing our carbon footprint. So I'll give you an example. We have a high percentage of service issues that we're solving remotely through our engineers who are over the phone. And think about the impact that has of not having to deploy a field engineer, right, on a plane, on a car, to go to solve a problem where you can solve it remotely. But not only that, deploying a field engineer sometimes takes days, and sometimes solving the problem takes weeks. Whereas if we're able to do it remotely, we can get the sites up and running and servicing patients in a much quicker way. So it's really, care is in our name, and it's in front and center of what we do. And there are different ways in which we leverage our resources, technology, and our strengths to show how we care. We care for patients, we care for our users, but we certainly also care for the environment. And that's our legacy, right? So we're very proud of that as well.
You certainly should be. You certainly should be. And I want to thank you both, quite frankly, for taking the time. It's a busy schedule, a lot going on here at RSNA, but you took the time to come over to our booth here at Applied Radiology and sit down with us and tell us all that's going on at Carestream. I'm really excited to hear about all of the tools here that you're building in this Carestream Intelligence suite of tools there, and it's wonderful. So David, thank you.
Great, thanks, Kieran.
A pleasure.
Kieran,
Jorge,
thanks for having us.
my pleasure. Thank you.